Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. So in this episode of Cycling Insider, I want to talk about cube bikes, and I'm going to give you a buyer's guide for a certain bike, which I think is very interesting. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about the history of cube bikes, for those of you who are not familiar with cube bikes. So cube bikes are a German bike brand. And also, I didn't know that they have been founded in 1993. Currently, they have headquarters in Waldershof in Germany, and the founder of the company is Markus Pörner. As I see here, 450 employees in 2016, and as far as I know, they are also one of the biggest world manufacturers of bicycles. So, without further ado, let's check out the model which I found here on their Cube website. So I'm here on the Cube website UK, but as always, in the top right corner, you can click on this little flag and you can choose your country, and I'm guessing they will probably change the currency for you. So, we are on the Cube UK website, and I've located a Cube bicycle which is called Agree C62 SLT disc. So here we have this bike. I'm just going to zoom in the photo of the bike. Okay, in this black color, you can't see so much about the details. I personally don't prefer these black colors on the bikes. But this is a personal choice, so if you have the choice of colors, you might choose something else. So, let's dive into this Cube Agree bike and see the components and what's the intended use for it. So, as I see on the Cube website, it says that this bike is their road competition range and also road touring, I would call it /endurance range, geometry than the totally focused pro geometry. Considering the components that this bike has, let's start with the frame. So the frame is the Cube's C62 advanced twin mold technology. It's a carbon fiber frame with flat mount disc brakes. Okay, flat mounts for the discs. And the sizes of the frame range from size 50 to all the way to 62 centimeters. Considering the fork is their Cube CSL Evo Aero, again C62 technology, which is again a carbon fiber fork. So it's a good start always. We have a carbon fiber frame and a carbon fiber fork. Moving on, if I look at the stem and the handlebars, they are from the company called Newman. Model Evolution and Model Advanced. Funnily enough, handlebars are carbon, which is a nice touch. Then we move to the derailleurs. Rear derailleur comes from Shimano Ultegra, and it's an electronic Di2 Ultegra. Their model RD8050, so it's an 11-speed Ultegra. Front derailleur is also Shimano Ultegra 11-speed Di2 shifter, 8050 series. And the whole brake system is Shimano Ultegra, their BR R8070. So it's hydraulic Shimano disc brakes and the electronic Shimano group set, which is always what personally I'm looking for in the bikes today, road bikes today, because I believe that the age of mechanical shifting and caliper brakes is coming to an end. So I like to be on the edge of the new development. So that's why you have maybe noticed that I usually choose the bikes with hydraulic disc brakes and electronic group sets. Okay, moving on. If I look at the crankset here, we got an Ultegra crankset, 5034, nice climbing crankset. And also depending on, as I see here, the size of the bike, of course you have the different length of the cranks. Chain is the Shimano CN 11-speed HG700 chain. Color, as I said, you only have one choice here, which is this carbon black. And moving on, shift and brake levers, Shimano Ultegra Di2, very nice. And the cassette, always a nice touch. In this case, Shimano Ultegra CS cassette, 11-speed cassette. 1128, so it's gonna be decent enough for climbing high mountains. Again, we come to the wheel set, which is Newman Evolution SLR. So I couldn't find here on their website, is it a carbon fiber wheel set or aluminum wheel set, and they don't give a lot of details about the wheel set. So I can't say this. Moving on to tires, we got a Continental Grand Prix 4000 tires, 25 millimeters. Saddle is the Cube Saddle Race SL. It's a carbon saddle with carbon seat post. And I'm guessing carbon saddle, I'm guessing the carbon rails, and the seat post is the carbon seat post 27.2 millimeters. So again, very nice touch because it's going to soak up some of the road bumps. And the Cube says that the weight of this whole bike is 7.6 kilograms. I'm guessing this is for the kind of size medium, or probably in the Cube's range that will be something like size 56, because they go by centimeters. And there was an interesting thing I found out when I scrolled a little bit down. So okay, in this Agree range you got 3 more models, as you can see here: Agree C62 Pro, Agree C62 SL, and Agree C62 Race Disc. As I said, this range of bikes covers their endurance comfort range and also a bit of the race range. And as I see here, they have a through axles front and rear, which is always a nice touch. Press fit bottom bracket, that's a standard today. And if you are interested in purchasing this bike, you gotta search for a certain dealer on the Cube's website. So I've done a little bit more research through Google, and let's see what's the current price for this C62 SLT disc model. So if I went to see different sellers through Google Shopping, I've found that this bike starts for 3,499 British pounds, so 3,500 British pounds, which is a decent price. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular. I always like to compare it with the baseline of Canyon bikes, and you can find a bit cheaper Canyon bikes. But again, just to kind of give a full disclosure that I'm not sponsored by any of these bike brands. This is my own personal opinion, and as I said, I always try to bring you value in recognizing the interesting bike brands and the models they can offer. So 3,500 pounds for this Cube Agree C62, decent price, absolutely. For the equipment it offers, so no complaint here. And I was also wondering, with the Cube bikes, how much is the warranty on the carbon fiber frames? So as I found on their website, since this model, for basically it says for all frames and rigid forks from model year 2012, we guarantee from the date of sale from the dealer for the carbon frames 3 years guarantee. 3 years guarantee, in my opinion, is a bit low. I would expect at least 5 years guarantee, or as you all know, certain bike brands like Trek, Specialized, Cannondale, Giant, they would offer you a lifetime warranty on carbon fiber frames. So I think Cube should move slowly in that direction. And another thing that I found out, which is an interesting article from a Single Track website, they did a factory tour of Cube bikes and their new German factory. So this is an article from August 30th in 2016, and it's a very nice article where you really see the how the new factory looks like and all the production lines. So I strongly suggest you to have a look at this article. I will leave a link below, and it's really nice to see how big Cube's bike production is, and also how many other accessorizes they do, from clothes and shoes and helmets and so on. I mean, Cube is a part of Pro Peloton, so you shouldn't be surprised that their bike production is so big. So I think this would be it for today. So just to quickly recap, we were speaking about the Cube bike, Agree C62 model, SLT disc with a price of 3,500 British pounds currently. And key points from this bike are carbon fiber frame and fork with Shimano Ultegra Di2 electronic group set. So everything, all the derailleurs, crankset and cassette. And also we have the hydraulic disc brakes coming from Shimano. I believe that the wheels are aluminium, not carbon fiber, but I might be wrong here because I couldn't find that data on the Cube's website. So all in all, very nice components and a decent price for this level of bike. So this would be it for today. I hope you enjoy, I hope you like what I'm doing, and please do subscribe below. And as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!